Y'all good? Hey, how y'all doing this evening? This afternoon, morning. I got a couple of things I want to announce today. I got a little message from Lori. We're going to go ahead and play it. Hopefully everybody will be able to hear.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Gumbo Friday. I apologize that Carlos and I cannot be there, but we're out of town at a conference. I've only missed one time before, so I'll be thinking about everyone. I want to take a minute to announce an event that we're having next Saturday that I'm very excited about. It's a gumbo cook-off, and with that we're going to have a casino night for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and all proceeds will go to bring the Seton Big Pink Bus back to Bastrop, Texas. Seton's Big Pink Bus used to travel to Bastrop County. During that time, when it was here, they saw 500 women for breast cancer screenings, which is the third largest number of women in 5 counties. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. And then the reason I'm so excited about this particular project is every dollar we raise will go directly to screenings for women in this area. So this is how it works. The bus can see 21 women in one day. The initial screening for each woman is $135. And of those 21 women, 2 will need additional testing. So if you can help, please do, because I think we can make a tremendous difference in this community. So there's 3 ways you can donate. Ticket sales, which we have here, and you can see Monique. You can do a direct donation to the event, or you can donate $135 that will guarantee that a lady gets screened. So come out next Saturday. It's a great cause. We're going to have a lot of food. We're going to have a ton of fun.
I know she wants to be here because she texted me about 97 times since yesterday evening, making sure that we had everything all ready to go in the pink shirts today. It will be on Facebook right after this. So, And you've had 10 texts, all right. Just to recap real quick, next Saturday night, October 11th, if you haven't seen our Facebook page or our website, we're hosting a Pink Casino Night and Gumbo Challenge, and the money raised will go towards bringing the Big Pink Bus back to Bastrop County. Over the past 2 years, or let me rephrase that, 2 years ago, the Seton mobile unit stopped coming to Bastrop County for various reasons, the main one being funding. And so our fundraiser is to have an opportunity to bring that bus that helps lower income, underinsured, or uninsured women of Bastrop County has an opportunity to get early detection screenings. Now, Lori mentioned to you about that the cost or the seat on the bus is for the screening is $135. Part of our fundraiser to bring the bus out for one day is the screening is just part of it. As she mentioned, 2 out of 20 is the statistics that will need further diagnosis. And the bus will be able to provide that, such as they have an ultrasound biopsy as well as 2 other biopsy methods that were performed on the mobile unit and will be paid for through the foundation and the fundraiser. So it's not just a screening, it'll actually bring people all the way into the 2nd and 3rd phase of diagnostics. So it's a worthy cause, and I hope everybody comes out and joins us there. If y'all know, on the Gumbo Challenge, what happened was Raymond from Cedars, he had been going around town talking about his gumbo was better than my gumbo, and I had never met the guy before, so I had to go over there and go check his gumbo out. So went over and ate, and I said, who made this gumbo? And they said, oh, the owner did. I said, you bring him out here right now. And he came out there, was something wrong? And I said, you've been going around town telling everybody that you can make gumbo better than me. And he said, oh man, he goes, we need to do this Gumbo Challenge. And I said, we want to do a fundraiser for breast cancer. And the Gumbo Challenge got kind of kicked off with that, and we decided to bring it all together with the casino night. And if you liked what you ate today, go on your Facebook page and let Raymond know. All right, let Raymond know he has to start cooking gumbo mighty early, okay? So, but come on out. We also have John Chabot from Smithville, who'll be cooking gumbo. And he's raising the bar real high because he told me the other day, he said, I'm cooking a duck and tasso gumbo. And so I told him they need to cook between 150 and 200 people. That's like $1,000 worth of gumbo he's bringing to us. So, I mean, a duck gumbo is very expensive, and he's sparing no expense. And I'm taking on the challenge. So I'm going to do seafood. Raymond's going to do chicken and sausage. Coach Willoughby, would you mind coming on up here?
Thank you for the opportunity, Jim. We appreciate being here, and on behalf of Mr. Steve Murray, the superintendent, and the Bastrop ISD Board of Trustees, we're proud to be associated and work together closely with Lost Pines Toyota. And it's the goal, as Jim and I have discussed several times, and the purpose of our agreement or arrangement or activities, it's to promote awareness. We love to promote our programs, our campuses, and our student athletes and students throughout the community. And we're excited about kicking off our third annual tailgate party on October 24th, where Bastrop High School and Cedar Creek High School will compete Friday night at Memorial Stadium in their annual football game. And I've invited out today Miss Lila Oliveras. She is the principal at Cedar Creek High School. It's a high school of academic distinction. And I've also invited out Dr. Jason Hewitt, the new principal at Bastrop High School. In the position of district athletic coordinator, I get to brag a little bit about our athletic programs, and I think the true measure of determining the value of a program or how good a program could be is I ask myself, would I want my kid to play for that coach? Would I want my kid to come up and learn the sport through that coach's program? And I can stand here before you that I can say absolutely, without a doubt, am very proud and would have each of my children go through any one of these coaches' programs because they're top-notch, they're quality, and they do right by kids. Our head volleyball coach at Bastrop High School is Miss Nicole Creek. And the head volleyball coach at Cedar Creek High School is Mr. Jason Langman. Two outstanding coaches. They're having a great year this year. They're competing for the district championship in our District 26-5A, the volleyball season. And if you have an opportunity, Tuesday night at Bastrop High School, those two guys will collide for their annual game. It'll be the second time, and there's a lot on the line. So if you want to see some great action, some great volleyball, and get into an electric atmosphere, Tuesday night, 7:30 at Bastrop High School for the Cedar Creek Bastrop volleyball game. It'll be a treat to watch. And finally, we have Coach Padman. He's our head football coach at Bastrop High School. Coach Wolf couldn't be here today. He had to be out of town for a memorial. But they will be squaring off against one another on October 24th. And we invite you to come out. We'll have some activities with Jim and Lost Pines Toyota. And it'll be a chance for one student from each campus to possibly win a truck.
This year's, we're going to call it the Thunder Trot, Run for the Money. It's going to be very simple. All the students at both of the schools are eligible to register and win. At the day of the game, at attendance, as they come in, they'll sign up and go into a hopper for each school. At the end of the first quarter, the principals will come down and draw a student from their student body that had registered and pull one student from each school. Lost Pines Toyota is going to give both of those students for playing the game something to help them throughout the rest of their high school and their education. We're going to give them a Chrome notebook just for being the lucky contestant, so and a backpack. So we're looking forward to that. Well, they got to wear that backpack. This will be the athletic part for them. All right, they got to wear that backpack, and they're going to have a handful of envelopes or bags, money bags, if you will, and they have to choose 4 bags out of the pile of 20 or 24 that it is. And from there, at halftime, they're going to go on the end zone, and they will open up their first bag, and if it says 40, they will go 40 yards, and they'll run up to the 40 yards. And then they'll get their second bag, and they'll open that, and if it says 10, they'll go 10 more yards. And they open up their third, and if it says, 20, they'll go 20 yards. The goal is this: you go 100 plus, you win a truck from Lost Pines Toyota. Both students have an opportunity to win. So we're going to give away 2 trucks if 2 students get touchdowns. Okay? If you get 90 yards, just so shy, just like the Saints did this past couple of weeks.
How about that?
Yeah, I'm telling you. And so if you get to about the 90, it's a $10,000 scholarship for each of the students. So the student that gets to 90, they can get a $10,000 scholarship. We'll keep them in the red zone. If it gets to 80, it's a $1,000 scholarship, and if they go 70 yards, it'll be a $500 scholarship. And then for crossing the what is that thing? The 50-yard line? I know. Listen, the Saints are having a hard time getting across the 50, so I'm having a hard time. So if they get across the 50-yard line, we're going to have a wonderful gift and prizes for them for crossing the 50-yard line. And we're looking forward to it. So it should be fun, it should be fast, it should be random, it should involve very little athletic ability, and I'm hoping that I can give away 2 trucks to some students driving around town here that we know that they'll put to good use, and I appreciate it. So tell your friends, tell your families, tell your coworkers, tell your churchgoers to come out for that football game. It's also, am I right? It's y'all's pink game also. It's the pink out game as well. So everybody will be in pink. It's, they're supporting breast cancer. I think each of the school clubs and boosters are also raising money that will go towards breast cancer awareness and foundations. So come out, it's a very good cause. Our big pink truck right there, Miss Lori Liriano, had an awful lot of hand in it this year. And I thought the one last year looked pretty good, but I think she did an outstanding job designing this year's big pink truck. So if y'all get a chance when you later open it up, it's there, and it's for sale. It's for sale, just to let you know. Last but not least, I want to shift gears for just a minute. And Coach, would you mind coming back up? And I know I'm taking a lot of y'all time today, but this next section, I need Coach to come talk to me about it.
While we always enjoy the opportunity to celebrate and promote and share good news, there are times when we're struck with some tragic events. Bastrop High School, we have 2 varsity football players and an 8th grade sister who lost their mother tragically, suddenly last Saturday morning after complications from a surgery. And so as we, as adults, have a little bit better means of dealing with such a situation. We're talking about high school kids, and there is a need right now to cover some expenses that have been incurred because of the funeral and all of the things that go with that. And death is one of the toughest things to deal with, and it's the busiest business on earth, and it's tough. So there is a need to support and to help these kids, because what happens with them in the future, we just don't know yet. And there's no other parental figure involved, and so there are a lot of question marks. So there is some funding that's opportunity set up. I believe Mr. Reed Sharp from First National Bank was so gracious enough to set up a trust fund to help cover some expenses associated with that funeral. I know Mr. Brett Ferris, the Chick-fil-A owner, was gracious enough to donate some proceeds from his business last night to help that, as well as many other people in the community. Mr. Liriano texted me before he came in and asked that we share that need. There is a need, and if you have an interest to helping support that family group, don't hesitate to get in touch with me or with Coach Patman, and we'll help make sure we get those children taken care of. We're talking about an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, and an 8th grader, and it's tough. So Carlos asked me to share that. Thank you for just being supportive and of not only the community but the campuses as well. Thank you.
And to add to that, we are going to, Carlos is going to make some donation. In addition to that, he asked me before the flight attendant told him that he had to get off his phone. We're going to do a football pool, and to help raise some money for these students, and be looking on our Facebook page and our website over the course of the next day or so. As soon as Carlos lands, I'll get the details of what he has in mind, and looking forward to doing a little fun football pool and to be able to raise some money. So if you're looking for a way to give and participate, be on the lookout. We're going to set something up that everybody will be able to do that. So appreciate it. Anything else, Coach?
No, thank you very much, Jim. We appreciate it.
I really appreciate all the folks from BISD out here today. It's awesome. You know what? These folks do a wonderful job with our future, and they deserve a big round of applause. All right, I'm sure y'all got full dose of me today, so why don't y'all go ahead and eat some gumbo and enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much.